So that is my beat. And so what I did was I actually really had a lot of fun with this one because what I decided to do was actually sample multiple pieces of the track. And I created a sampled template, as you'd like to say, or as I'd like to say. Now, I've showed P this before, and what I did was I create a pattern that I like, and I don't put the sample in first. And then I fit the sample into the pattern, but I know the progression of the song will fit. So I grab multiple parts of the same beat, the same sample, and so this is the first one that I grabbed. So that's the first sample that I used. And then I grabbed this other part of the beat, which is what I played you guys earlier this week. And just... So I used that, and then I layered them up. Now what's interesting is I didn't pitch shift anything because the vocals are so already pitched in my head. It's like when I got to that "This Way Again" part, I wanted it to be as pronounced as the original track, so people would know, like, oh, that's the S from that. And then the drums, I got real simple this week, but I wanted to take it a little bit complex in a sense of just like creativity. And so here's where we took the beat this week. And I'll play it with the bass, and then I'll play it without the bass as well. So that's with the bass in it. Now without the bass, it has a little bit of a random type of awkward hip hop feel. And so I threw the hats in because I wanted the hats to give it more of a modern sound. I actually previously had a vinyl filter on the drums, so it sounded way different. So that was that, and so really the bass kind of does its own thing. And that's my beat for the week. I'm gonna open it up to you guys.
Bravo, bravo.
Yeah, man, I love this. What is the piano? Where did that come from? That almost sounds like, this sounds like a mashup of, like, it could almost be like some like Latin heat.
Latin.
I like how it has a lot of the elements of the original Jay-Z version, but like, you know, almost modernized in a way.
That's kind of what I was going for. Like I wanted it to be an obvious like jack of that beat, but without just looping that same sample. So I wanted to just make it kind of like my own little feel to it, but let people know like, oh shoot, that's that, you know, that's that J sample, that's the, you know, whatever sample. And so that's really what I was going for in my head. I was like, I don't want to take it too far away from, you know, what it was originally, but I don't want to, you know, leave it too basic at the same time. So, so I sent this actually this week to P. I sent just the bottom sample to P this week. He'd be like, this sounds familiar. And I didn't know you didn't know that this was from that beat. from that sample.
This, what is can I get, how did you put together that turnaround on the drums? That's
so everything was
really,
all I did it all MIDI. So I did the whole, I didn't use so for the drums this week I did everything with my keyboard. So
okay.
it was just so just like that. And so basically I just played it all.
You just played it out.
Yeah, because I wanted it to have a hip hop feel to it, like an old school hip hop feel to it, because it was an old school hip hop track. So I didn't want to make it like trap or anything like that. I wanted to kind of leave it bare. So like a rapper, a shameless plug, would hear it, be like, oh, I can see myself on this, and then I get flowers for it. And then so, but no, I really just I like the feel of it. I like the way the beat make me feel and the energy of that beat. And I wanted to add things to it, but I felt like keeping it in a vein of hip hop, a beat like that wouldn't have much in it, but like random percussion yells and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But,
I love this. And why I was asking about that turnaround at the end there is because I find that I put those types of turnarounds at the very, very end. Like if I had more time on my track, like that was the next thing, right? It's like muting stuff, letting like the drums ring through, and then putting turnarounds where it's gonna kind of like take you from the A section to the B section, or the end of the loop to the next loop or whatever. And I tend to like add those in way later than I should.
Yeah.
But I just was curious about how and when you do that. Do you just kind of like write that all out together?
Yeah, so it's two separate tracks. So the main drum track is just the kick and the snare, and then the other one has like some other basic rudimentary elements to it. But this is really, stop it.
I like that part.
Yeah, I love that.
And then the other one is just, that's it.
That's so simple. That's so simple, but so good. You know what I mean?
So I really just duplicated the pattern onto the other one and just put sounds that I wanted in there just to beef up the sound. I really wanted to be simple with this beat. And then I added a little high, this part here just to give it some, to add something to it.
Yeah.
I feel like that went with it, but that's just a loop hi-hat top. We call it a hi-hat top. And it's a Cymatics. Big shout out to Cymatics. Cymatics drops so much really, really, really dope, usable content. They have like the illest website, and they don't know I'm saying this, but they have the illest like collection of just dope sounds. Whether you want hi-hats, like I told you before, I never used hi-hats until I came back to producing recently. Hi-hats, I was allergic to hi-hats. I hated them. I didn't like the way that people use them too much, and it just wasn't for me. And so now it's like I add them in, but I add them in places where they don't matter. Like I don't want them to carry the track. I want them to just be an accent to the track. And I think that a lot of music now, the hi-hats carries the track. And without
it's everywhere, man. You can't go anywhere without.
Yeah, so I kind of wanted to add it into this kind of beat just to give it like a modern bop, because I know that it lets the beat kind of continue to flow a little bit. So
yeah,
that's pretty much that's the track right there. And I actually